Hi, seventh graders. I'm going to give you some pointers on how to summarize a science article. So first, what I want to do is show you the form that you're going to be using to do that. So this is the form you're going to use. It says science summary template as a word bank, as a place to write an introductory sentence, a place for three main points, and then a summary sentence. The article we're going to be summarizing is this one from the CDC, and the title is Why Are Childhood Vaccines So Important? So what I want to start with is the introductory sentence. So I'm going to actually go to a model that I've created for you. We'll go back to the word bank in a little bit, but I want to start with talking about how to do the main or the introductory sentence. So in this template, it gives you a format for how to put together the sentence, and it gives an example here. So basically what you do is you type in the source, the title, a verb, and then a main idea. That's how you set the sentence up, okay? So the source is the CDC. So I've written here in the CDC article, and the title is Why Are Childhood Vaccines So Important? Information about immunity and vaccination is described. That's the verb. And then the main idea, this is the main idea of the article, which we've already talked about in class, is to better help people understand why vaccination keeps people safe from disease. So when you write your topic sentence or introductory sentence, I'd rather you not copy this directly and come up with your own sentence using this format. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is talk about how to summarize one of the main points of the article. So let's go back to the article. In class, we've already determined what the three main points are, and we've determined that one of the three main points is immunity. Okay, so this section here is where immunity is discussed. So what I'd like you to do when you're doing this on your own, and I'm going to model it for this first main point, is to just read and decide what how you could sum up what is being said here in 2 to 3 sentences. So one thing to do is to look for key vocabulary words. So I'm seeing the word antigens there. I'm seeing the word antibodies. I'm seeing the word immunity. So all of those terms need to be used in my 2 to 3 sentences. Um, the important thing is to sum up what these sentences are saying in your own words. Okay, so I'm going to go back and show you how I've done this for this first main point. Okay, so what I've written here is when an antigen or germ enters the body's immune system produces antibodies to fight off the germ. If the germ enters the body sometime in the future, the immune system will remember the germ and will produce antibodies to keep the person from getting sick from the germ. The body producing antibodies in this way is called immunity. So what I just want to point out here is that this is 3 sentences. If we go back to the article, I want you to see that I've used the key vocabulary words in my 2 to 3 sentences. I changed what I read into my own words, and I shortened it. So I pulled out what I felt like was the most important information. And that's what summarizing is. It's shortening and pulling out what really is the most important information. So now in class, what we've done is we decided that the main point number 2 was vaccines, and the main point number 3 was why vaccines are so important. And then we need to make a concluding sentence. So those parts you're going to do on your own. Of course, please email me if you have questions about how to do that. Let's go back up to the word bank. I've already started the word bank. So the word bank should include terms that you should know what the definitions of these terms are in order to understand the article. So I've started the list for you. This is not a complete list. So the words I've included are germ, disease, and antibodies. There's maybe 4 or 5 more that you need to include. So you're just going to go through the article and decide what terms would someone really need to understand what those terms mean in order to understand what the article is saying? Okay, that's it. Actually, let me go out of this. That's it.